What makes a good leader? Firstly, authenticity, being more of who you are. Secondly, a great leader is someone who inspires.
Who has inspired me? Very few people, if I'm honest. Jonathan certainly does, and continues to do so every time we meet.
If we don't lead, we all become sheep and we just bleat and bimble around all over the place, going nowhere very fast.
If you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it. And what is more, you'll be a leader and someone. Thank you very much.
The reason why inspiring leadership is so important is it creates additional discretionary life energy. People willingly give extra to a leader who is an inspiring leader. Indeed, in my old organization, we measured it and we found you get 20 to 30% more productivity. No extra money. You're not having to pay them more cash if the cash is enough. But if they've got an inspiring leader, they will go through the breach for them and they will follow them over glass to achieve results.
Inspiring leadership to me is someone who has passion for something. They will have a sense of conviction and a sense of belief, and not just a belief in themselves, more importantly, a belief in the other person. An inspiring leader will see something in the other person before they see it in themselves.
Inspiring leadership in business is all about, it's actually no different to the army or anywhere else. It wants a leader who believes in what he says and is seen to be doing what he says. And it isn't about hiding behind rules, hiding behind guidelines. It's putting the heart and the mind together and making sure they constantly inspire their people by taking them forward.
Too many organisations have strong management, but not the inspiration to take it anywhere. And you can achieve good results with strong management and good product portfolio. But in tough economic climate, then actually you need inspiration.
I decided that I really would follow my own map and my own compass, my own true north, which is why on the book and the elements I talk about, there's a compass there with true north. Because the point is, what is your true north? Where is it pointing? And when you're leading anybody anywhere, they're wanting to know what is your true north. It might be your moral compass, but it's certainly when you're lost, you've got to know where true north is so you can reorientate yourself.
The approach that I do with leaders and teams is based around my inspiring leadership philosophy. And this was shaped, I'm very grateful to Professor Reuven Bar-On, because he really saw that all I was talking about in the shape of this compass, that with a north, south, east and west, with EQ for emotional quotient, IQ, moral quotient and spiritual quotient, what creates meaning and purpose. And then in the gaps of those 4 points, north, south, east and west, really came across your presence, your personal power and presence as another one of them, your passion for what you do, an appreciation of yourself and others, and finally service, serve to lead, back to our days in the military. So that's the philosophy that people are asking me to bring into their organizations in the form of modules or speeches or interactive masterclasses.
Trying to understand inspiring leadership was only really fleshed out for me when I read the book a couple of times and had Jonathan present inspiring leadership at my own leadership conference with my senior leadership team. And I think it's no single event, it's a behaviour. It then becomes a culture in the organisation if you allow it to flourish.
I think inspiring leadership will have a massive difference to the economy. So when I look at organisations which are being accused of being morally bankrupt or that they really have lost their culture of leadership, I find when you introduce a leadership culture which has those values of inspiring leadership, those 8 principles, people in it perform to a far higher level. They're interested in their customers and producing outstanding service for them. So the customers are happy, they buy more, the whole benefit comes to society, not just to individuals in the organisation.
The way Jonathan's helped me clarify what does inspiring leadership look like is just to go back to my inner self and start thinking about what is it that I wish to be as a human being and how do I wish to react with other people. And by doing that, strangely enough, it's allowed me to get closer to the people I work with and the people that work for me. And I'm starting to get better results because of it.
I think the reason why it's important to aspire to lead is that you are aiming to take a group of people to achieve an event, something really quite important, and you willingly take them with you and achieve amazing results. Ordinary people achieving extraordinary results.